Ryan David Marshall. We're going to do some deck tech now with Zac Hill.
Howdy, how you doing? This is Chatter.
Zac is a member of the gang of 4 deck builders that put together what is this? Rock and Nail?
That's what we're calling it, Rock and Nail. Yeah,
not Tooth and Rock?
Yeah, you don't get to say rockin' that away.
What on earth is Rock and Nail?
All right, basically we had this Gifts Rock shell that was doing pretty well. We liked the deck, but you could never end games, and we wanted a way to beat other rock decks. So instead of sitting around attacking for 4 with stupid dudes, we just decided to cast Tooth and Nail off this little combo here and end the game right away.
What is this combo all about? This Urborg and Cabal Coffers?
Yeah, it lets you, just accelerate out of nowhere to a ton. And unlike Tron, people don't see it coming.
Right.
My first round, I played against Jan Hamon playing Icarid. Cabal Therapy named 3 cards that weren't in my deck before I knew what was going on.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I don't know, you've got 5, and then you play the Coffers, and, they're like, what's happening? And then you can Tooth and Nail.
And then what do you Tooth and Nail for, typically?
It depends. If you're against slower matchups, you can just do this right here.
Sundering Titan, sure.
Yeah, and, against combo, generally, you can get 2 Platinum Angels that they can't beat. We chose these so we can actually just hard cast them if we draw them.
Yeah, sure.
And there's a random hierarch so that if against Gaia's might get there, you can do something like this and not pack it into a burn spell that they're holding in response.
All right.
Or on their turn or whatever. So, but generically you can get these 2 creatures or some combination of the 2.
It seems like Extended is all about casting 1 spell and just locking your opponent out at some point in the game, and then when you've taken as the just kind of model of rock, all the good elements of rock, but then not having to rely on creatures.
Right, that's exactly what we were trying to do. I mean, if you look at the deck, there's these can sometimes just win you the game. These can sometimes, this can just win you the game if they've overcommitted, because, again, people don't necessarily know what's going on. Tooth and Nail obviously wins, and you've got a lot of ways to interact with most decks in the first several turns of the game.
Living Wishes are going to give you flexibility.
And then, you can Living Wish for some of these that, on turn 3, will just get you there.
Shuts down the deck. Kataki shuts down Affinity.
Some technology against Enduring Ideal right here. And then,
Censor. They better hope the top 4 cards are pretty good, I guess.
He's going to censor your mind. And then, any of these, I mean, every once in a while you just have a ton of mana, you get Sundering Titan.
Sure.
And, he's usually pretty good. A lot of people get greedy with their mana bases in the post-Ravnica world, try and, do whatever they can, maximize their Tribal Flame. So usually Titan takes care of 3 or 4 lands. And even against the sack land decks with Urborgs, you can blow up lands that don't even have basic land types. So that works out to be pretty convenient every once in a while.
Nice.
Blew up Barbarian Ring today, for example, to save myself some. I was at 4 life, so
that's
it worked out.
So what's the origin story of the deck in terms of pedigree? Who's worked on it? Who's in Gang of 4?
Well, it's the core team, I guess, would be Richard Feldman, Marine Liebert, myself, and Bill Stark. Just said his name wrong, still can't say it. Marine, not Bill. But it was Bill's Pro Tour qualifier deck from last season. It was just straight green-black, and it was pretty sketchy, but the core was good. So Richard decided that we had a domain deck with Flow and this, and we're why don't we just play this in another deck? And so we did that. Then we added white to maximize this and have some good sideboard options.
Sure.
So it was pretty much all the 4 of us equal input. I posted the first deck list, but Marine did most of the tweaking. Richard came up with some technology,
how's the deck doing?
and I did the metabase. Well, Marine's 6-1, and he only lost to me.
Wow.
I'm 5-1-1, and Bill Stark tanked. But
he didn't seem happy with his play. He felt like he should have done better. I thought.
He said he made a play mistake in his first 4 rounds, and it cost him 3 of those. And then Fried Mulders, I think, is still in contention too. It's according to Moraine, he's the best Belgian player in the world.
He's the Belgian national champion at the moment.
Yeah, Belgian national champion, level 3 pro. So he's not too shabby himself. Moraine says he's better than him. So.
All right, you're looking for something new in this Extended. Rock and Nail.
You're looking for something to do with those foil Cabal Coffers. You're winning at Friday Night Magic.
Yes.
Nice. You could take those maybe into an upcoming PTQ season. I don't know if anything's been announced yet, but
well, you're not playing Odyssey block anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, Zac.
Absolutely.
For the Tournament
Thank
Center,
you.
this has been Deck Tech with Zac Hill and Rock and Nail. See you next time.
Take care.